The skies of Europe, 1943. Hundreds of Bf-109s and Spitfires clashed in a cloud of fire, with young pilots fighting for every breath. But then, a strange roar rang out, a metallic object flying faster than anything humans had ever seen, leaving a streak of blue light in the sky. That wasn't a meteor. That was an F-22 Raptor, a 21st century stealth fighter, accidentally time-traveling back to World War II. If that really happened, could the world of 1943 stand up to such a destructive machine?
An F-22, the ultimate symbol of American air power, landed in the middle of an era when radar was in its infancy, radio was spotty, and no one knew what stealth meant. In the hands of the pilot, 8 ARMRAAM missiles, 2 AIM-9X Sidewinders, and a 20mm cannon. But only enough fuel for 1 hour of flight. No supplies, no base, no allies. Among thousands of piston aircraft, is the F-22 really invincible? Or will it become prey of time itself?
F-22 Raptor, the beast from the future. Maximum speed, Mach 2.25 or 2400 kilometers per hour. Operating altitude, 20 kilometers. EASA radar scan all directions. Invisible with a reflection area smaller than a golf ball. Automatic target recognition and locking system. Can shoot down opponents from a distance of 160 kilometers before the opponent knows it exists. A fighter born to dominate the skies of the 21st century.
Opposing forces, Luftwaffe, 1943. Bf-109, FW-190, and Me-262, early jet. Weak ground radar, mostly visual reconnaissance. Average speed, 500 to 600 kilometers per hour. Range, 800 kilometers. But they had thousands of planes, hundreds of veteran pilots, and absolute loyalty.
In the first 10 minutes, the F-22 can fly at altitudes no plane in World War II could reach. Its AESA radar detects hundreds of targets, tiny specks as weak as insects in the darkness. A button press. AMRAAMs zoom in at Mach 4. The Bf-109s explode before the pilots know they've locked on. No one knows what's happening. No warning. No sound. But the real problem isn't the enemy. It's fuel. The F-22 burns nearly 5,000 liters of fuel per hour of flight. There was no Jet A-1 in 1943. When the fuel tank hits the red line, the predator suddenly becomes the prey.
In the first 15 minutes, the F-22 shot down more than 40 enemy aircraft. The enemy radar was completely blind. The 21st century pilot felt like a god in the ancient sky. No one could reach him. No one could see him. But when the number of missiles dropped to 2, he was forced to lower his altitude. At this time, the German pilots finally saw a shining silver object passing by. The speed was too fast, making the machine guns useless, but a few bullets accidentally hit the wings. The F-22 shook. The warning system was damaged. He switched to the 20mm cannon swept down a few more FW-190s, but the fuel was only 5%. On the dashboard, the red warning light flashed. There was no more base to land. Cannot fly to the future. He flew low, found an open field, and made an emergency landing in the middle of enemy territory. As the F-22 skidded to a stop, dozens of German soldiers ran up. They had never seen anything like it. A metal machine that even Einstein could not explain. The pilot drew his gun, but he knew the battle was over.
In 1 hour of fighting, the F-22 destroyed more than 60 enemy aircraft, paralyzing an entire airspace. But in the end, he lost. Not because of the enemy, but because of the times. Superior technology cannot exist without logistics, fuel, and support systems. Alone, even the most powerful weapon in the world cannot change history. World War II continued, but since that day, the legend of the invisible Iron Bird spread throughout Europe. A story that no one believed, but no one dared to deny. If you were that F-22 pilot, what would you do? Keep fighting until you run out of fuel, or try to change history, passing on the technology to the world of 1943? Can one man and one machine rewrite the fate of all humanity? Leave a comment below. And if you want to see what would happen if a team of Navy SEALs were dropped into the Middle Ages, subscribe, because this is just the beginning of the impossible.